Ain't no how Steppin with Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all, everybody that's been listening to us tonight on TuneIn. Thank y'all, everybody that has been checking out the replays of the Diva Diaries here on Ain't No Half Steppin with Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio on YouTube. We appreciate it. Continuing on with the Diva Diaries, Dating Pool Diva. The floor is yours, my sister. Where we going?
Can we play my song again?
Can we play your song again? Did you really just... I think we just had a moment with the Diva. All right, we're playing the Diva Diaries theme song.
I can't hear it anyway, but it's in my head.
It's in your head. All right, well, it's playing. It's playing. All right.
The next question I have
that was funny,
is related to the first date, okay? So whether you're involved or not, pretend you're taking a young lady or a guy, you're going out on a date, okay? What should a male or female wear to make the best impression? Is there a certain color, style, scent that you like? Okay, let's see who we're going to start with here. Mr. Marcus J., you have something to say?
Nah, I don't like it being all stuffy and planned and all that kind of stuff. It depends on where you're going. Mm-hmm. If you're going to a theater, then you should wear a jacket and tie. You know, if you're going to, a sporting event, then not a jacket and tie. I mean, you gotta dress for the occasion, and you gotta be comfortable, because, on the first date, personally, and this is just me, I want to do something fun. I don't want to go someplace where I gotta act a certain kind of way. I gotta hold a certain level of decorum. I'm not saying that I want to go someplace where I get to wild out, but I want to go someplace fun, because I want to know how you do fun. Because if you do fun in a boring ass way, then I already know that, I already know what I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and you also got to leave room for evolution, because everybody grows and everybody changes. If you go on that first date someplace that's real kind of uptight and stuffy, then, you just really don't know all the things you could know. So, as far as wearing scents and stuff like that, men don't think like that. We don't care about that. I really don't care about that. Mm-hmm. And I would guess that most of the men in the room and listening don't care about that. That's a y'all thing. Y'all worry about how you smell and how we smell. We don't care about that.
What about color?
Just don't stink. Don't
like certain colors?
Don't smell like a gym. I mean, I got my favorite colors, but my favorite color is not a color I want to see on a lady. My favorite color is black. I want to see, I wear black most of the time. That's for me. As far as her, doesn't matter what color she's wearing. I mean, again, men don't care about that stuff.
I disagree.
Is that true?
Disagree.
Mr.
Okay, cool.
Big Joe?
Well, it's funny because Marcus J and I are total opposites. Me, I'm that dude who likes to. Well, look at what I'm wearing. I mean, this is me. I like to put a good presentation package together, because I'm a businessman. I'm a seller. I sell myself. And I know that might not sound right for everybody, but
you can sell yourself 3 years down the line the same way, though.
Always.
Okay.
Don't
Some
change.
folks fail at that, though.
So what do you like on a lady, Big Joe?
What do I like on a lady?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, like I said, I'm caught not so much by what they wear. Now I'm too old to do quote unquote skanky. Mm-hmm. I can't do that. I mean, you got to have some class about you. And what I mean by class, you can always put on a pair of jeans and a nice blouse and be classy. You don't have to be, revealing. You don't have to do all that. I'm an old school guy when it comes to leave something to my imagination. Mm-hmm. So I like to see you well groomed. I mean, a certain sense I do like to smell. Certain ways, you don't have to be in those 27-inch heels. If you're wearing flats and you're wearing it correctly, okay, great. I'm good with that. I just don't do sweater dresses.
Oh, my God. I
can't do a sweater dress, right?
Sweater dresses are cute with some leggings and some boots on. Girl,
not on the first
date. Not on the first date.
Not on the first date.
Because then you reminded me of grandma.
Not on no first date with me.
What
you
about
ain't gonna wear no sweater dress.
Colors. I like vibrancy.
Okay.
I like vibrancy. Not necessarily. I don't want to see you in red on the first date.
Okay.
I don't want to see you in red. Yeah, I don't want to see you in red.
One of the night.
Yeah. I don't want that. But I mean, I like my teals. I like my earth tone browns. I like tans. I like beiges. I like earth tones. But I also like those watercolors. The lighter blues and things that something a little electric. It doesn't have to necessarily, like I said, you ain't got to go looking like a light bulb, and you ain't got to go wearing bright green and yellow and orange. But I do like earth tones and colors.
Okay, all right.
It just dawned on me that everything that I just said, he said the complete opposite.
The complete
And
opposite.
it's funny because we
So,
boys, but
two men.
it just shows you.
And I started off by saying men don't care about, and he just said, yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. I mean, well, and I think we all care to a degree. I think that we're just on opposite ends of the spectrum as far as that concerned. Now, I might be a little bit more extreme. For me, like I said, I have certain things that I like. If I like to accent the lady that I'm with, that's just me. I mean, I like fresh, clean scents. I like my watches. I like my bow ties. And most of the majority of the ladies that I say like the appearance.
Well, Joe, you always look so damn dapper.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yo, what's up with
Michelle,
that?
No, I'm
Michelle
just
K is
laughing.
checking in. Michelle K says
Hey,
it all
Michelle.
depends on what we are going to do on the first date. A man should wear a nice dress shirt, slacks, and a sweater. A man who wears nice cologne catches her attention. So,
Hey.
yeah. So I
What
guess
do,
we
girl?
we kind of agree, because I said it depends on what we're doing and if we're going to do something fun. I think a dress shirt, slacks, and a sweater might be a bit overdressed depending on what we're doing. I don't know that you should be wearing a blazer at the bowling alley.
No, you can rock a blazer at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
You just can't go to Jumpology.
Yeah, I
With
think
your
a blazer
pocket
at the bowling
protector.
alley is a bit much, but that's just for me.
But are we bowling or are we drinking?
It depends. It
It's the
depends.
new bowling
And
alley.
Joy said red is a great color. So
We know, Bookie. We know.
we know what you mean by that.
All right.
Okay, Mr. LP, I want to know what you think.
She best come with some knee and elbow pads because she's going to work. No, it's not.
Hashtag damn.
What are you going to be
Dummy.
doing? You taking her to play volleyball?
Or wrestling.
No.
Hashtag dummy. Okay.
Joy, I disagree. Sweater dresses are not cute. They're ugly.
Joy, sweater dresses are nice.
No.
Sweater dresses are ugly.
They're ugly.
You
They're
got
nice.
men. You got men telling you that sweater dresses are ugly. Don't wear a sweater dress.
Don't do it.
Unless I tell you what, ladies, if you're listening or if you're in the room or if you're Joy, if you rock a sweater dress, do so at your own peril, and please don't ask me if you think it looks nice.
Because I'm going to tell you the
Ladies,
truth.
Just roll off of your own self-esteem and how you think it
depends
feels
on
and
the
how you think it
location.
looks, and just roll with it.
I will
Because I'm
let
not
y'all
going.
know.
I'm not going to invite that I don't like it. But if you ask me,
I'm going to tell
I'm
you.
gonna have to tell
You
you.
might be in Minnesota hanging out in Prince. I mean, you might need a sweater dress.
Either wear a sweater or a dress.
Yeah, man.
Put on those sweaters.
It's like a
Sweater just
sport.
happens to be
Can
a
you just
dress.
give me a fork or a spoon?
You can't even get the mashed potatoes in the bottom with no spork.
Yeah, man.
But you can use the back of it.
Overall, for me, I don't particularly care as long as she's not dressing like a hoe. I prefer women just classy.
I'm not used to this from him right now. I'll
Yo,
be
he
honest
going
with you.
in.
He's
Yeah,
kind of
like
going in.
watching
It's making me
lightweight.
mildly uncomfortable. And, so I'm not sure.
I'm trying to.
I'm the only one that gets to be outrageous on this show. So.
I'm trying to loosen up. A little
Not
bit.
on this show.
I'm
You're
going
not
to have to
loosen up
bleep
here.
you like I
Yeah.
did Marcus J. earlier.
Yeah,
Well, I just said hoe.
You could be outrageous. You could be
It's hard to
outrageous
say
on
the
the
word,
Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P on Wednesday, or All Throttle Radio on Thursday, or the pregame on Friday. You could be outrageous there.
I'm trying. I notice I didn't say the word correctly. I'm still trying to learn how to say the word.
Yeah, you that guy who doesn't know how to cuss. Ain't know how to step
But-
in Marcus J. Diva.
Okay, that's why. What do you have to say about this topic?
Well, pretty much, just like everybody's saying, it does depend on where we're going. Yes, I do like to smell a little cologne. Nothing strong that, yeah, baby, that I can smell down the block.
Versace.
But something very nice. You can wear jeans and a shirt. You don't have to wear slacks and a tie and all that stuff. But if he come around looking like Joby dressing, I'm still good.
What about Brute?
That I can smell down the block. That's what you would wear.
No high karate around here.
Yeah, but no, it depends on where we're going. If we're doing something fun, let's dress for that occasion. If we're just going to dinner, I'm good with a pair of jeans. Please have on a belt. I don't want jeans
No
and no
sagging?
belt and the shirt outside of the jeans. I'm not with that. So,
Joy said we ain't here cracking her up right now.
Well, let me tell a little quick story before I give my opinion on this topic. And this is a related story. I was meeting someone out of town that I've been talking to on the internet for quite some time, like 10 years or something. So we were quite familiar with talking online, talking on the phone and stuff like that. Well, this was my first time seeing him face to face. He comes almost dressed like Mr. Big Joe here. I come wearing my jeans and, relaxed shirt or whatever for the movies. He, I guess, was a little offended because I wasn't dressed to his standard of us, both dressing up to go to the movies and to a dinner. We went to Cheddar's, which Cheddar's, if you know anything about that in Newport News,
Good
it's
drinks.
it's a good place, but it ain't like it's Ruth Chris. I mean, you spend like $10 or $15 on a meal there. So anyway, he was like, you could have dressed up better. It's our first date and things
said
like
this?
that. Yeah, and I was like, wow, I didn't know we was on a date. I thought we were just friends chatting, for 10 years. It wasn't like it was a love connection. I'm thinking we just hanging out.
I'm feeling some kind of way about the way you dress too.
Okay, tell me a little more about that.
I mean, I think what happened is you got comfortable in
Yeah.
the conversation, and you didn't realize that you were finally meeting someone. So I would have dressed, I wouldn't have been all out, but I
Right.
would have dressed up a little. Maybe I would have wore, heels and maybe a nice pair of jeans and a blouse or something like that. I would have been, I'm not dressed up, but I would have put a little bit to it because we're meeting. We're just meeting. We're finally
Right.
meeting. So yeah, he took it as, oh, this is my first time meeting her. Let me look nice.
Right.
Yeah, but you have to set those expectations up front.
And that's
I
why
didn't even
think
know we
they
were on
got-
a date.
They got too comfortable.
Oh.
She's been talking for almost 10 years on back and forth. So I think it was just too comfortable. Like, oh, we're just two buddies. We're gonna go hang out.
So if he'd have wore a ripped up T-shirt with some jeans,
We would have
and
been
some boots-
matching that day.
Oh,
Because I thought
Dang.
it was two friends going out for dinner. I wasn't thinking of it like, oh, this is our big date or whatever. But anyway, back to the
Obviously
question.
your stars got crossed, and that's understandable. I agree with that's why you were probably a little bit underdressed, but I wouldn't hold it against you. And just to tell a similar story, changing the names to protect the innocent. But my cousin had a birthday, not the real relationship. My cousin had a birthday recently, and when my cousin was going out on the birthday dinner with her boyfriend, my cousin had on a nice sweater dress. I'm
With
joking.
leggings?
I'm joking. But she was dressed really nice, had on a nice, dress and everything. And the boyfriend showed up, and this wasn't a first date. This was her boyfriend.
Right.
And he showed up looking like he was going to a sporting event, and some Jordans and some jean shorts and a T-shirt. And she didn't really care, but it bugged me. It really bugged me because it's her birthday.
Right,
And
right. Special
it
occasion.
was her birthday, and they were going out on a date for her birthday. And she had on a nice dress, and he had on jean shorts and Jordans.
Yeah, I agree. He should have dressed up for her birthday at least.
Yeah.
But my take on the question, I think that the cologne really gets me. I don't know about other ladies. I think most ladies agree.
Like you like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like a nice spicy smell. I love it. And I was talking with Marcus J earlier about Burberry Brit. Like I
That is
really
the
like
bomb.
I really
Oh
like
my
that
God.
one.
And the men and the women ones smell pretty similar. I like that.
Big Joe, your eye
Yes.
fluttered like it was going in a seizure or something.
As
What-
long as you're not wearing Brute, because Joy said it reminds her of her grandpa.
see, I like light, airy smells. Like
Like so light you can't smell it?
no. I mean, Versace has this one. The one that I'm wearing now is Versace. It's very light, but
It's there.
it's there.
Can I smell
You have to
And if
be
you-
really close to smell it though.
No, you
Can
don't
I
have to be really
smell you?
close, but the closer you are, the better, right?
Can I get up in
Right,
there
I
and
guess.
smell?
Yeah, come on over here,
Yes.
girl. No
But
pressure.
I agree, you should wear according to the date, where you're going, the location, and all that makes a difference. Because, I mean, if we go into the bowling alley, you do look kind of crazy wearing, a three-piece suit. I mean,
Depends on which bowling alley you going to though, because bowling just bowlings are an event now. You just
Yeah,
don't
the
go
club,
to bowls.
like
So
a
there's
club
clubs,
almost.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you in the Queen City, you go to the bowling alley at the Queen City, you.
What if you skating, Big Joe? You gonna wear that?
Oh no, because first of all, you're not gonna get my 6'4", 290-pound high pounds up on those skates. I don't heel like I used to, and if I fall, Marcus J gonna laugh at me.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, I
Ain't no
can see
question
that.
about that. Because it's not like I can help him up.
Yeah, for real. On skates. Oh, I look like Shaggy going backwards.
Man down.
Hell no.
Pimp in distress.
Can't help him up. Like, you on your
Right.
own, bruh.
Right. I can't help you either. If I'm on skates too, we both going
We
down.
down.
Yeah, man.
Both of us.
Roll me over.
Okay, I got another question. Who chooses the location and why? Anybody can jump in on this.
Here, chauvinistic moment coming, but if it's the first date, he needs to choose where y'all going. A man who knows his way around a woman can find out what she wants to do without coming right out and saying, what you think we should do? Because one of the biggest turnoffs that I've learned from just dealing with women is when men ask them what we gonna do, what we gonna eat, and all that kind of stuff. I'm guilty of it. I think most of us are, but as long as you know better, you should do better with regards to that. So, especially on the first date, you're setting the tone for the rest of the relationship. You need to take charge. At the end of the day, you're the man. A lot of times my experience is that women are real convenient about when men say you're the man. So in certain instances it's okay, and in others it's not, which is another discussion for another time.
No, we're gonna discuss that.
We can't.
You don't want to go there.
You don't want it. You don't
You ain't
want
ready for that.
You don't want it
No.
with me on that one.
You don't want to go.
You really don't want it from me on that one.
Oh yeah.
But to answer the question, on the first date, he needs to figure out what she likes and not tell her. Not ask her what he thinks she should do. He should plan something and have a plan.
Okay, that's why. What do you think?
Who plans it and why?
Yes, ma'am.
First dates, right? We still talking
First
about first
date.
dates, yeah.
First date? I think, like Marcus said, the man should. And it's because, like he said, we won't get into it, but you're the man, okay? And you're taking me out. You plan the evening. That's what I would prefer. You plan the evening.
Okay, I respect that, Mr. Big Joe.
Oh, most definitely. I believe in that fully. We plan the evening. I believe that we take the initiative, like you said. If you're trying to get to learn somebody, you're trying to get to know somebody, that's what you do. People give you clues and nuances and things to what you really want. So that's why you pay attention to the lady that you're with. You pick out those nuances and you build upon that. Definitely.
I agree. I cannot stand it when men, and they ask me all the time, well, where do you want to go? Where should we go? What time? What place? Just constantly asking me all these questions. And I'm like, you should get to know me. And once you get to know me, you'll know where we should go and what time of day and all those other questions. I don't like when
I gotta
guys
tell
do
you.
that. It
Yeah.
makes me think he's weak.
I still plan. I plan. After the first date, the ball was in my court. Where
I
we
agree.
go, what
You
we
should
do.
both be planning. But the beginning, to me, is his leadership
But
should be taking place.
Here's my experience with that. I was always taught with that you take the lead, but I can tell you at least 90% of the dates that I've been on, the woman would get kind of ticked off as like, well, don't I have a say? Or she would like to know where instead of like you can't do the whole thing. Let me surprise you. I can get that on the first date or second date. You just getting to know, so she wants to know where she's going out of safety. But I've had the women get really mad about the aspect of like, well, I'm the woman. I should have my right too. I thought you were a gentleman. You respect women's opinions, and I do. But they would get mad because you didn't ask, or because even though it may have been, for example, if you tell me you name all these different actors and actresses, so I'm thinking, okay, you like movies, so we go plan a movie, and you may want to go to the movie, but because I did not take the time out to ask you they were upset about that.
That's a them problem. Straight
Yeah,
up.
and I
It's a
mean,
first
I
date.
just feel
It's a them
like
problem.
if-
they didn't have fun, then don't go on a second date. I
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's that simple.
That's a
I mean,
wrap.
the truth
Go on a second
is,
date.
If
I don't
you-
know who these women. I'm sorry, Charisma. I didn't even cut you off. If you can't, as a man, plan the first date, that's going to set the tone for the whole rest of your relationship with her. She's going to be expecting to be in control, and you're going to firmly put yourself in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to find you as indecisive and potentially indifferent. You know, a woman likes to see that a man has a plan and knows what to do with regards to what we gonna do.
Control,
When you get
baby.
later on into the relationship, y'all can start collaborating on what we gonna do. You know what I mean? And you don't bully her. You got to know what she wants without actually having to directly ask her. That's the kind of game that we're forced to play with the mind reading and all that kind of stuff. But that's where you kind of ask questions. And when you start, how you going to get to going on a date or knowing that you want to go on a date with someone if you haven't already kind of probed them and figured out what it is about them that makes you even want to go on a date with them? And in the course of doing that, hopefully you figured out some very, very basic things that they might like. That's what you do on the first date. And you don't ask her what she thinks.
And to me, it goes a long way to that woman if you took the time to plan a date around her interests and you took the time to set everything up, schedule it. That shows her that you care.
I agree. I'm just saying. Excuse me. I agree. I have no problem in that. I'm just saying that there's been. I can tell you, with a lot of the women, it was the aspect of I want some level of control, or I want to be able to say, because it's my life, my body, you don't say this. And a lot of times I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Do you like it or not? And it just, that's how it is. If you don't like it, we just don't got to go on a date. That's why I said earlier, it's not that simple, because I have no problem with women having a certain level of power or what have you. But again,
Oh,
the
hell
whole
no.
aspect of they want, I find a lot more women want that level of control.
I'm not giving up my power.
The power is
do it,
not
baby.
about
Don't
saying.
I'm
you
not
do
giving up my
it.
power
But-
because you know what? Like I said, I can agree with some of what you're saying, but I'm not. First of all, I get it, and Marcus said it best. It's a matter of respect, and you don't bully people. But I'm gonna take charge of what. But that's just me. I'm gonna take charge. You know what? The first thing I like to do is I'm a cook. That's what I like to do.
Really? What
So
you
I will,
What
girl.
you cook?
What you want cooked? Let's see. I can make a meal, and then we can do dinner.
I don't eat meat.
You know how to eat meat? I can make some mean tofu for you too. I can stir up some vegetables. But anyway, we'll get back to that. But I'm just and you see how that work, gentlemen? You get the little giggle thing going on. So you done figured out what
but see,
I
now
like a man that can cook.
now he knows that she don't like meat. So if he invites her over for dinner, he knows
Not gonna
not
have
to
no
make
porterhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
we gonna have no pig with the apple in his mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That is
God.
the
Yeah,
most disgusting
gross.
I
sight.
gotta leave now after that.
I feel dirty now. I'm officially throwing up in my mouth.
But I mean, that's a good point. If you fix her a pork meal and she's like a Muslim or doesn't eat pork,
Yeah,
then
like
that's
when
an
you-
insult.
like
Now,
you
that's
met her,
something you
like
know,
you
though.
met her, she got a hijab and she show up to the crib and you got pork chops.
You
on
got
the-
pork chop. Nah, boo, they lamb.
Be like, no.
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 Oh my gosh, you're terrible.
So I mean, it just depends. Everybody interacts. You have to interact. You have to get that. You get that little giggle. But see, people don't understand. It's a very subtle game that you play, and it's a game. Some people know it. Some people don't. Some people will give you the game in order to get you where you need to be. Guess what, guys? Women give you clues, and they direct the path that they want you to make sure that you take.
Easter egg hunt. Yeah, man.
And y'all refuse still to say you lost.
Yeah.
I declare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
GPS.
we can play that game, but I honestly believe that a lot. I don't believe nothing. I honestly know that a lot of discourse that are had in relationships, and this is just my opinion, it's one man's opinion, a lot of it comes from women expecting men to read their minds, and when we don't, you get mad. A lot
When
of
you
times,
do.
a lot of times, you can say you lay out the path for us to follow, which is playing games. You expect us to play the game that we may not even know because we don't know you. This is the whole point of going out on the first date. Now, I just laid it out for you that we should be paying attention. That's me conceding the understanding that I have. It's been my opinion that women are never quite as forthcoming as I am when it comes to admitting the fault that we play in our discourse. If the women that I know were willing to do that, then it would tell me that women in general are more willing to do that. And I honestly think that we get along a lot better. But half the women I know don't even say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Marcus, for anything I've ever
Whatever,
done
man.
to hurt you.
Whatever, man.
That came straight from the bottom of my
Yeah, the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah.
my pocket,
Right on the top of on the bottom of the gum on the bottom of your shoe. No, man, that's real talk, man. Y'all don't like to apologize for nothing.
That's not true.
But you expect us to apologize for everything.
That's not true.
When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
See, just sound like a hostile black woman.
Oh my!
And y'all
we gotta be
complain about
hostile.
us nagging,
Stop
but half the
being
time,
But then at
y'all
the,
don't.
but then at the same time, if
Do
we
what you're
don't
supposed
argue
to.
back with you
See?
and let you argue with yourself, you get mad.
You hear her, right? It's that feminine arrogance. You know what I mean? Do what you supposed
I'm
to.
gonna get you the cake, Anime.
You guys know what you're supposed to do in the household. Do it. You won't get nagged about it.
First of all, you have 3 things, Florida.
I can't float with you on that. You gotta be on your own.
Yeah. Go ahead and say it, James.
2 places, Florida.
The kitchen and the bedroom. The kitchen and the bedroom.
Okay, and if I'm taking care of the kitchen and the bedroom,
You ain't got no
need to
problem.
take
I
care of
mean,
what
yeah,
you
but you
supposed
know
to
what?
take care.
But you know
Take that
what?
trash out.
But you
Go
know
to
what,
work.
though?
Bring that money home.
All jokes aside, most women are only good in one of those 2 places.
Yeah, they ain't good in both.
and Not
Not
both.
this one. Not this
Hell.
one.
Yeah, all right. You can
I
say
can
you
cook
you can say
in
that.
both
You can
the
say-
bedroom and the kitchen.
Yeah, okay.
I
That's a
think I
deal.
am in both.
Okay. Fair enough.
You
But
don't
you ain't
eat
making
meat.
no meat.
I have tasted her hummus. I have tasted her hummus and her leaves,
I'm not
I can't
and
get
they're
hey, look,
delicious.
If I can't get a steak at your house, I don't know.
I'm not eating any meat.
I was just
We eat
saying.
your
But I
cornbread.
cook it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Joy's enjoying us. She said that she's having a wonderful time listening to us tonight.
And don't you ever
Oh Lord, see she
Do that
rolling
to me.
her.
In public.
I don't respect anybody to do the finger at me. I'm sorry. You just
ever.
and the neck roll too.
And the eyes got
And
big.
the eyes got
Do that
big.
again.
Girl, please, you better
Next.
not do that
I'm
no
done.
more. In some
And
other
you heard
kind of
me.
way to
And you heard me.
get your point
Purred.
across. Some
See?
other kind of way.
Purred.
See,
Heard.
That's why I said
Okay.
seen and not heard.
Heard. That's why you acting like
know
that
what?
because of the period.
Don't even
Not even
bring
funny.
that up.
Oh,
Don't even
please.
do
Yeah,
it.
but you know, in certain cultures, they make you go in another room for a week. So
Well,
They make
too
you
bad.
leave.
That's
yeah,
not
you
this
got to
culture.
go.
Yeah, you got to go. You
got to
can't be in the
go.
house.
You got to
That's
roll
not
out.
this culture.
We'll see.
And you're gonna eat what I
We'll
cook.
see you in a few days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your next question, Diva?
I'm enjoying
My
it.
question
I
is
just like
why
when-
all of a
What's your next
sudden
question?
I just like
these
when-
men are coming out so chauvinistically.
Oh wait,
Okay.
no, wait. Didn't you say you wanted us to take charge? It's not a chauvinistic thing.
we got to follow the path.
You wanted us to be the men, right? Then if you wanted us
So-
to be the men, play the
We
role.
don't
But you
want
know
y'all
what,
to be
though?
cavemen. We want you to be gentlemen.
Oh, I'm
I like a
gentle.
little cave in my man.
See, she wants.
Bedroom,
She
but
wants.
not in the.
You told
everywhere else.
Hoppos.
Uh-huh. See.
You want him to
Yeah.
beat you up in the
But you know
living
what?
room?
But you
He
know
gonna
what
beat me
though?
up.
You know what? See, I understand the diva. I understand. I don't agree with you, but I understand you.
Well, it makes
you
me
know
feel
why?
good you understand.
Yeah, I understand. You know why? Because you're a control freak, and I'm a control freak. So I
And
understand.
two control freaks.
Close
Yeah.
your mouth.
Yeah, she was-
Because it's true.
You're the biggest control freak in the room. You more worse than I am. Come
And
on,
that's
now.
bad.
She more worse.
More,
I did-
yeah, that's
I
a double
did-
negative.
I did say more worse, didn't I?
I think it's
Wow.
time for you to
I
take
have
a
to.
so we can
I
come back
have to
into
go
our
home
rants.
and grab the grammar book and write. I will not butcher the
Thank
language
you.
like 100 times.
And can you take a picture of it and post it?
Yeah, no, I was joking when I said that. I'm not doing that. You got your mind.
That concludes the Fun Diva Diaries
Oh
segment.
man.
Darn.
It stopped being fun.
Michelle K said that she
Thank
got your
you,
back.
Diva.
Michelle K is on your side with your sense
Thank
of self.
you.
Look, I put
Thank
my
you.
foot down and
Cancer
just
love,
let you
that's
know how
right.
it's done. If you don't like it, then
Thank
shame on you. You understand?
All right, Mr. LP. It's a little crazy seeing you take that kind of stand, but hey, my
Edit-
brother.
Can we edit that out?
I guess Joe and I gonna hold you down. Ain't no how Steppin, Marcus J, live from the den, Legacy Internet Radio. We gonna come back and hopefully the Diva's not still giving me the evil eye. I got the Diva, Big Bro Joe. I got Mr. LP Steven Sykes and the co-host. That's why Butler. Ain't no how Steppin, Marcus J. We come back. We got our rants and we got our closings, and we gonna get the hell up on out of here. And during the break, y'all ain't gonna hear it, but I'm gonna make fun of the Diva. Be back in a minute.